All right, so, I don't know. This week the video feels a little bit forced for UFC Tampa and the five hardest fights to pick. Last week I made that video purely out of frustration. Really didn't even expect anybody to see it. I've uploaded it here to my secondary channel, and, over 100 people. That's not bad, actually, for a channel that normally would get like 12 views. And people were like, all right, man, not bad. And I think they liked it. They are probably like me. They sit here and they watch these YouTube videos. Some of these videos are an hour long. You invest this time, you're going through these YouTubers making picks, and there's just so much sitting on the fence. And I get it. They kind of view themselves as like, experts, I guess. Every now and then you see one of them throws the word expert out there. And they're not. They're just fans, really. Some of them are better than others. But anyhow, the fence sitting was just driving me crazy. It's like, make a pick, man. And if you're wrong, yeah, some guy on the internet might let you hear about it later. But who cares? Whatever, man. Just make your picks, all right? So I am not claiming that I know anything. Maybe that's what separates me from these guys. Last week, actually, if you counted the Pantoja pick, I hit 5 out of 6, and that was absolutely shocking. I was just like, look, I'm not saying I'm going to get these right. I'm just saying I'm not going to sit on the fence. So we got 5 more this week. Although I will say the YouTubers got their act together a little more this week. I know you're probably like, come on, dude, make the fucking picks. All right, here are the picks. The first one, probably with the most fence sitting, was Marcos and Yanez. I'm going with Yanez, or Yanez, whichever you prefer. Let's go with Yanez. I mean, come on, who am I? Luke Thomas, Yanez. Get out of here. Looks like Yanez to me. I'm as gringo as it gets. So that's the one we're taking there. I know Marcos is undefeated. He's got some nice wins, but is he not just like the least impressive undefeated fighter maybe ever at this weight class? I mean, to be this deep into it? Then we got Cub and Billy Q. If you go back and look at Billy Q a few years ago, he's just not the same guy. But I feel like even though Cub is much older, you could almost go back a decade, and Cub is still Cub. And so I just have more confidence picking Cub in this fight. Billy Q could drop off even more, possibly even Cub by finish. Then Davy Grant and Taveras. Davy Grant is getting up there. Davy Grant, another one. Look, he's got some solid wins. He's pulled a few out of the hat. That inverted triangle's one win I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure he was losing that fight until he had a miracle victory. Hey, they all count as wins. But against Taveras, I hear a lot about his out of the cage troubles. I don't think that's going to be a concern on fight night. Although Team Alpha Male, I'm not real big on their fighters anymore, but we're taking Taveras here over Davy Grant. So then that gets us to Woodson Padilla. Let's look. This one I really could sit on the fence on. This is the one where I watched the most fights. I watched like a total of 5 fights between the two guys. And when it was all over, I was thinking, man, this is a tough one to pick. There should be some fence sitting here, but we're going with Padilla. I feel like he has the potential to do more damage. Woodson's grappling is better than you would expect, but not anything great. It's not like, I don't think he can win the fight with grappling. I do like Padilla's style, almost a Diaz-esque style, a lot of soft jabs and then a strong one. I just like the soft, hard. Soft, hard. Then every now and then he'll go soft, hard, intermediate. All right. So then, so we're taking Padilla there, and that takes us to the main event. Not proud of it, but I'm taking Colby Covington. My belief is the Colby we saw versus Leon, I don't think he's that bad. And really, if there is not a title on the line, Colby only takes fights he's very confident that he can win. So he must see something in Buckley. He's probably miscalculating. I'm just going to say that Buckley is not as good as he's been looking, and Colby is not nearly as bad as he looked against Leon. And I'm sticking with my theory of Colby only picks fights he can win unless there's a title on the line. Like if he's got to fight Leon or Usman, he'll do it. Who do you fight? Somebody for the interim belt at one time, Woodley, I believe. Come on, And like someone pointed out yesterday, he's got 12 wins in the UFC. Only 2 of those guys are still in the UFC. So this would definitely be Colby's best win. Right now, Colby's best wins are the losses to Usman. But I'm still picking him. I don't know. I've never been crazy about Buckley. Probably is still a little bit butthurt that he knocked out Wonder Boy. So that's it. Those are the picks. Cub, Taveras, Colby, Padilla, Yanez. Or if you're not Luke Thomas, Yanez. Boom, we're out of here.